Updates. Everyone knows them and most of us find them annoying. We love to ignore updates for as long as we can. The same goes for making backups. It's a hassle and often an afterthought. But how sensible is that really? In this video, we'll explore 3 reasons why updates are essential: security, bug fixes, and new features. We'll also tell you why and how to make backups of your WordPress site. But first, let's explore the importance of updates. When you click that update button, you are adding the latest code from the developer of the plugin or theme that you are updating. They usually update this code because of a couple of different reasons. The first one is security. As WordPress powers more than 1/3 of the web, it also becomes interesting for hackers to look for the security holes in WordPress. Because if they find weak spots in the system, it gives them the opportunity to attack tens of millions of websites. Hacks can help spread spam or inject viruses. This can obviously hurt you in several ways. Therefore, improving security is by far the most important reason to update your WordPress website. By installing updates of WordPress core files, plugins, and themes, the security of your website is often considerably improved. Developers constantly try to adjust the vulnerable parts of the code to make them more secure against external attacks. So if you want to reduce the risk of your website being hacked, don't hesitate, just update. The second reason to update often has to do with so-called bug fixes. When developing software, it's almost impossible to avoid errors creeping in. Luckily, the WordPress community is very active and alert. If the community members spot errors in the code, which are called bugs, they report them to the developers. The developers then try to fix these bugs, which will lead to another update. Bug fixes simply make sure your product works better. And lastly, updates unlock new features for you. Many developers are constantly working on their products to improve them. For example, the new block editor in the latest versions of WordPress. It's become a lot better and easier to use with recent updates. These new features are only available to those who hit that update button, though. You don't want to miss the boat on cool stuff that benefits your site. Unfortunately, updating WordPress, themes, and plugins is not always as simple as just one click. Most updates are fairly quick and successful, but something does go wrong now and then. Parts of the website may no longer work optimally. Content may look strange or even vanish, and worst case scenario, entire websites may go completely blank. You can minimize your risks by only using high-quality plugins and themes. But it is never entirely predictable how a plugin interacts with a theme or with another plugin. And it can also be risky to update old software for which you've missed a couple of updates, which is actually a reason to update regularly and frequently. Therefore, before you update, it's always wise to take a look at what exactly is updated so you can test and take this into account. You can view this before installing an update by clicking Details. Now, another thing that's important to do regularly is making a backup of your website before updating. If updates cause issues, you can always revert to an earlier version of your website. Updates aren't the only reason for backups. You may also have problems with your hosting provider or get hacked. When you do, it's useful, to say the least, to have an up-to-date backup of your WordPress site. You should always save this backup in different places for extra security. For example, you could save a copy on the hard drive of your laptop and save a copy on your external hard drive as well. Making a WordPress backup is not complicated. However, keep in mind that the process consists of 2 separate parts. A backup of the WordPress files must be made, as well as a backup of your WordPress database. You can create backups either manually, through your host, or, and this is by far the easiest and most convenient way, by using a WordPress plugin. We won't go into how to create backups manually, since it's a little advanced and the results will be the same as backing up through your host or via a plugin. Let's first take a look at how to back up your site through your host. A good web host will allow you to set automated backups from within their control panel. This is usually limited to a backup once a day for the low to medium tier hosting packages. There is also a wide range of WordPress backup plugins. For example, you have WordPress database backup plugins that just back up your files, but also plugins that do both. These backup plugins help you to make a backup quick and easy. Due to the wide range of possibilities in the WordPress directory, it is sometimes difficult to make a choice. Here are 3 of the most well-known backup plugins. The WordPress service was set up by Automatic, the company behind WordPress.com. With WordPress, you can arrange automatic backups. WordPress is now part of the Jetpack plugin. In addition to backups, WordPress also monitors the security of your website. From the WordPress control panel, you can download backups or restore them immediately. The Block Vault service is one of the best solutions for creating and managing backups in WordPress. Block Vault also gives users the option to choose real-time backups. This is not necessary for most websites, but if you have an online shop with many orders, you want to be sure that you will not lose any orders if you restore a backup. Block Vault takes care of this. Updraft Plus is one of the most popular backup plugins for WordPress. In addition to the free version, Updraft Plus also offers 2 paid versions, Updraft Plus Premium and Updraft Plus Gold. With those paid versions, you can do more than just backups. For example, you can also use the premium versions to migrate your websites, and these versions of the plugin will automatically make a backup before you install an update. In addition, Updraft Plus gives you storage space for the paid versions in the Updraft Vault. So, that's it for the theory. In the upcoming screencast, we'll guide you through the practical process of making backups and doing updates. In other words, we'll teach you what you have to do for your own site.